welcome you back live to Aloha Stadium. There you see the scoreboard. Waianae with 14, Waialua with 6. And coach, on one hand, Waialua could probably be a little bit upset that it's not a 7-6 game, but on the other hand, they got to be a little bit happy because they dodged a major bullet at the end of the first half. But Waialua, had it not been for some mistakes, some costly turnovers, it could really be almost a dead even ball game.
Well, let me say this in defense of the players. Some of the passes that you see, Joshua Vasconcelos trying to throw, running to his left, throwing to his right. There is no more difficult maneuver for a quarterback. That's, I would submit to you. I also would submit to you that coaches learn how to coach at this level in playoff games. You know, a couple of gutsy moves there. You know, gambate macho, let's give the go for broke thing. That's not how you win this level of football. You play it close to the vest all the way. So, no Kawaguchi, he got away. He dodged a silver bullet there. This score could be a lot more in favor of Waianae than it is. They're still in the ball game.
Yeah, these are, in fact, uncharted waters in a sense for Waialua,
exactly.
because they haven't been here. Well, Harry Matsui, he's here year after year. And as you mentioned, some big plays. They did go for broke early, and it did pay off for Waialua. That first touchdown of the ball game certainly caught a lot of people by surprise. Didn't catch our cameras off guard, though.
Our camera guys are just absolutely incredible. Here's a little short pass to the up man. Vasconcelos whips it right out here. The Bergantinos. He puts a little move on Spraggling, which is quite a move when you come right down to it, and that's his 6th touchdown of the season. Then it was Waianae's turn after Bergantinos is shooting off his guns. It's nice to see. Yep, they're leading at this point 6-0 to mix the extra point. And then it is Jacob Liana's turn. He drops it back here, just sets up. This is a beautiful pass play with Kanai hanging on his shoulder pads right off the tip, right off the fingertips. Gerald Kahui hauls that in for an easy touchdown. And that's where we stand at this point. A very simple first half, very close to the vest, very methodical.
14-6 in favor of Waianae. Let's go downstairs to check in with Tiny Tadani. Tiny.
If there's a crucial turning point in this game, I think it'll be that field goal missed by Waianae. They're only down by 8 now. Waialua is down by 8. That's a touchdown and a 2-point conversion away. But no second guessing here, because if they had made the field goal, they'd be up by 11, and it'd be sitting pretty right now in the third quarter. But as it is, with Waialua and Coach Kawachi having that fun style of football like you mentioned, Dash, it's going to be a fun second half, gentlemen.
Well, I hope so. A fresh 12 minutes up on the Aloha Stadium clock. And we are once again set to get down to action. This time, however, Waianae will start off with the football as Waialua will keep wanting to say, I guess I want to play golf tomorrow. I keep saying Waialua. I wish I could play at Waialua. I couldn't get on if I wanted to. Waialua kicking off from north to south. And we are underway. Gus Spraggling. He will field the kick at about the 7-yard line. Turns it right up the middle, a big hole. He's still breaking tackles and out to the 43-yard line before Chris Bergantinos makes the tackle.
38 quick yards. You know, anytime this Spraggling kid puts his hand on the ball, it just electrifies the audience. I know it gets me excited. Look at him come up here. Boy, he's no holds barred. Boy, he's coming as fast as he can run. Bergantinos is able to lasso him and bring him down. Two great athletes having a great night and a lot of fun.
1st and 10. Seariders ball at the 43-yard line. Just underway, second half. Waianae up by a score of 14-6 and a little premature movement at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there you see Waianae back to the old trick. Stop this dive play. My name is David Kane. I wear number 31. Stop this dive play. First downs, you can see Waianae dominating, offensive rushing, dominating, passing. They're about even. Total yardage, Waianae dominating. Waianae has 5 penalties for 40 yards. Waianae has more penalties, but Waialua leads in the turnover department, and that's why the score sits the way it's sitting right now. Time of possession about even. For all statistical purposes, the game is even.
Full house backfield again behind the quarterback. Liana gives it to the dive man, the first man through. And like you said, I wear number 31. My name is David Kane. Can you stop me? The answer that time is no. First down, Waianae.
It's so methodical. It's mind-boggling to watch a team. If you do this on a computer, you sit there and you chart them. You got to figure out, I mean, the computer will tell you if you do 10 games from Waianae, stop this dive play for the fullback and you have a 50-50 chance of beating Waianae.
Kane, the front man, and the wishbone set behind the quarterback. This time, the ball carrier, Gus Spragling. And he powers forward for a gain of about 3. Sean DeSantos in on the tackle.
I think the strategy that you're going to see by Waianae, whenever they get ahead like this, they sit on the ball, they run the clock. They're just going to grind it out. You're not going to see them throw an awful lot of passes in this second half unless Waialua forces them to do just that.
2nd and 7, ball on the 43-yard line of Waialua. Again, faking the dive. Liana, the ball carrier, turning it up at the 38-yard line and still on his feet, spinning down to the 33. First down, Waianae.
We'll say again, the same scenario in the beginning. Stop the fullback. Once you stop the fullback, then you get this play. Fake to the fullback, get 42 in there, get 3 or 4 people are tackling him, get a good block from Spragling on the outside on the perimeter, and you go for 10 yards. The next thing to do now is to pitch the ball.
That time it almost appeared as though Liana wanted to give it to Kane again, but he just didn't have a handle on it, so he just kept it himself. This time, it is Gus Spragling going in the opposite direction.
Aurelio made the stop there, 5'8", 160-pound junior wide receiver playing defense. Waianae is just content now to grind it out. They're going to say, well, here you go. Here's our little counter option. Give all of the flow go one way and come back to the other side with Spragling. So they go fullback, quarterback, halfback. They just share the chores. As long as in this formation, that's the plan. No big secret.
2nd and 3 from the 26-yard line. Liana keeping, turning it up, and diving his way forward for another Waianae first down. Ball marked at the 21-yard line, and the flags continue to move downfield. Move those chains one more time.
What they've done is they've gone in at halftime, and the coaches up here have told them the same thing that we're seeing right here. Waialua is not able to stop the dive man right now, David Kane. And once they do that, they cannot stop Jacob Liana on the quarterback keeper.
And you're right about one thing, Waianae, there is no reason in the world they need to pass at this point. The ball carrier this time, it is Keith Cordero. And he is forward about 6 yards, 7 yards on the gain, and he is inside the 15-yard line of Waialua.
Real brutal play calling right now, boy. They're just pounding it to him. Just take a look at this, the misdirection play off the option. Cordero trips up there, fighting, spinning, 2nd down and short. Now they can do anything, 2nd down and short.
2 yards to go exactly for a first down. Again, full house backfield behind the quarterback. Cordero, check that, Matthew Tafiti, the ball carrier, and Falimaya Tangi. Nice job defensively. So many weapons offensively, especially in the running back position with Cordero and Tafiti and Kane.
And Spragling.
And Spragling, of course. And Liana, well, he can turn it up and keep it himself. So truly 5 running weapons offensively for Waianae. So difficult. Who do you key? Who do you stop? 7:43 remaining in the 3rd quarter of play. Waianae just grinding out yardage and grinding down the clock. They lead at 14-6.
Just like the Waianae offense. Clean and efficient.
And speaking of the Waianae offense, it is on the move. 3rd and 4, ball at the 14-yard line.
Hi, my name is David Kane. I wear number 31. Stop me if you can.
Waialua cannot. Another first down for Waianae. This time inside the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. Ball at the 8-yard line.
You notice what a sure ball handler David Kane is. You've not seen him fumble the ball. You've not seen him bobble the ball. He is really a sure hand running back, and that's what you wanted, that fullback spot in that wishbone.
They call it 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. Waianae again giving it to Kane. The ball is fumbled. It is loose on the artificial turf, and who has got it? Waialua has recovered the football inside the 5-yard line. So they could not stop this offensive juggernaut of Waianae, but Waianae stops themselves with the fumble.
Did they give it to Waialua? I don't think they did.
Well, I saw a signal initially, now they're saying no. I saw the referee point in the direction of Waialua, but another referee must have overruled him. And now one of the coaches is out there, and I think he wants to talk to somebody. Well, they had a couple of offensive players on the field, and the coach had to run out there. He's saying, yeah, I saw the signal too. I'm positive I saw one of the referees initially point in the direction of Waialua. He must have been overruled. Instead, it's 2nd and goal on the 3-yard line. Ball is given to Kane, and he is stopped short.
That was a curious call. The official's not agreeing.
Well, one official can see one thing, but another official, if he had blown a whistle earlier, or if he says the ground caused contact, he can't overrule the other.
There's the big legs of Waialua's hope of stopping this inside dive. Quinton Kanai at 6'1", 250, the leader of the Waialua defense.
Ball on the 1-yard line. It is given once again Kane, and he is stopped short. And a great defensive effort by Waialua. That time making the tackle is big Lance Watanabe, linebacker, a senior, 5'6", 175.
Boy, you don't see many people do this. Check this out. Pushing David Kane backwards. He has such a great forward lean and forward momentum. Here's 4th down, and they're not going to, nothing fancy here. Watch the quarterback. Watch David Kane.
4th and goal from the 1. And perhaps delay of game. Whistle blows and the play is dead. And it may vary, unless there was movement on the line of scrimmage somewhere, it may be a delay of game call against Waianae. Here comes the call.
Boy, where have we seen that call? On the 1-yard line or less than 1-yard line. Can't make a penalty down there.
That is the same identical penalty that took Lelehua out of the ball game and propelled the Na'ali'i of OIA to victory in our first game tonight. Lelehua with the ball inside the 1-yard line. They were forced back to the 6 and never found the end zone from that point on. It is 4th and goal from the 5. Liana on the play action fake, throwing into the end zone. Touchdown Waianae. And he finds Asoleli Vanilao in the end zone for the touchdown.
Vanilao doing a good job on offense and defense. A tight end in that type of a situation, when they come up with a full house backfield, double tight end, you got to keep the tight ends on the line of scrimmage and then play the wishbone from there. You can't let them get out like that.
And Vanilao with his own personal rooting section up in the stands. Happy to see Asolele get into the end zone. Liana set for the point after touchdown. His kick is up and his kick is good. And so with 5:03 remaining in the 3rd quarter of play, the Waianae Seariders out to a 21-6 advantage. And oh, how easy it was, Coach.
Yep, you can see the tight end there just running a little out pattern for the corner. Running to the flag. And there's a reaction from Jacob Liana. 21-6. Waianae.
Why do you come to Aloha Flea Market?
Right here, surfboard.
Clothes, all sorts of foods, and you find really great bargains in that. A lot of stuff. You got a lot of bargains here.
Virtually all that's sold out here is new, so it's very high quality.
Stereos.avenue is what we look at.
Plenty of free parking.
This is the best flea market in Hawaii.
Now open 3 days a week in the Aloha Stadium, Saturdays, Sundays, and Wednesdays.
You can really stretch your dollars here.
Jeffrey, hitting is wrong. You're bigger, you're stronger. You cool off and you don't hit. Period. Is that understood? Is it?
Well, is it? Take time out. Don't take it out on your child. A public service message from the National Committee for the Prevention of Child Abuse.
There you see the score, 21-6 in favor of Waianae. And if Waialua doesn't do something on this possession, the Seariders are threatening to blow this one open. The ball is loose. It's anybody's ball. Get it out of bounds, and the Bulldogs do. Robert Yamanoha, big number 34, just wanted to make sure that ball got out of bounds. And here is a look at the scoring drive. Look at the time.
6 minutes, 57 seconds. Like I said, methodical. They take their time. Vanilau 6-yard reception when they had to on a 4th down situation. Nothing to it. Grind the ball out. Don't make mistakes when your opponent makes the mistakes. It's the Waianae philosophy. And now Noel Kawachi is wondering how to get this ball moving against a tough defense like Waianae.
4 down linemen of Waianae. Very difficult to penetrate. And they prove it there on the first play from scrimmage.
Wayne Borges carries for 3 or 4 hard-earned runs. Hey, don't forget, for all of the OIA playoffs, you must have your activity book to get in for the 8th graders and below. Prices of $4, or else you'll have to pay the regular general admission of $6.
Tell you one thing, Waianae, if they get the ball back deep in their own field position, you almost get the feeling that they could just grind it down and take another 5-6 minutes off the clock and do the same thing. Little screen pass to the right side. Bergantinos on his feet up past the 25-yard line and very close to a Waialua first down. Fa'amaga making the tackle defensively for Waianae.
Take a look at this, just a quick out right here. Just throws it, throws short, run long. Bergantinos gets by one tackler and gets tackled by the shirt.
Gain of 9 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and a very short 1 yard for the first down. Ball is given to the very talented running back, Wayne Borges. He finds himself a big hole and blazes all the way out beyond the 40-yard line before Dalton Magno finally makes the tackle along with Junior Salausa.
Take a look at it. Here comes Villaluz, the trap play, good block. And Borges has seen that all year. Runs inside. That's why he's averaging 140 yards a game. Good trap blocking. Waialua's offensive line is really well coached.
First down, ball at the 40-yard line of Waialua. Bulldogs trailing by a score of 21-6 with 2:45 remaining in the 3rd quarter of play. Quarterfinal action from Aloha Stadium. OIA football on Oceanic Cable. The pass is complete. The receiver is John Pfeiffer, and he bullies his way close to another Waialua first down.
Now that's a Pfeiffer that we know and we've seen around. Boy, when he catches the ball, he is just one heavy load to bring down. Got legs the size of telephones. You see telephone poles. You see Villaluz making the block. Look at this. 1, 2 players, 3 players to bring him down. 2nd down and 1 waist down. Now this is when you can get tricky. I doubt it though with Waialua. They need to keep their offensive team on the field there and grind it right down there and get something on the board.
This is a drive out of Waialua we haven't seen since the very opening quarter of the game. This time a reverse, and nobody is fooled.
Wayne Borges, the ball carrier, took a long time to develop, and the Waianae team was penetration, and that'll kill any kind of misdirection play when you have penetration. Watch them come across the line here. They just come right into the backfield. There is no time for this inside handoff, what they call an inside reverse. Everybody is there.
Including Asolele Banilao, the man who just recently scored the touchdown for Waianae, and on the defensive end as well. 3rd and 6, a loss of 4 on the play. Little screen pass to the middle. Good to midfield. It'll be just shy of a first down. The receiver again, John Pfeiffer, had himself a wall of blockers, but black jerseys penetrated from every direction in a hurry.
A well-conceived play, boy. Waianae's defense. Watch how they just cover the outside screen possibilities. They really thought that the rush stops and just kind of goes back out to the outside center screen, slightly tipped. Pfeiffer gets it, and if not for big number 72, boy, Tafiti, never would have happened.
And the punt is blocked by Waianae. Picking up the ball, running with the ball is Ipu Waiamauga. Big number 67, and he is down to the 12-yard line. Iopu Waiamauga.
Outside center screen, slightly tipped. Pfeiffer gets it, and if not for big number 72, boy, Tafiti, never would have happened.
And the punt is blocked by Waianae. Picking up the ball, running with the ball is Ipu Waiamauga. Big number 67, and he is down to the 12-yard line. Iopu Waiamauga, a senior, 5'11", 280 pounds, and Waianae is doing it from every direction. Sase Pagopi was the Sea Rider who blocked the kick.
33.
The ball, running with the ball is Ipu Waiamauga. Big number 67, and he is down to the 12-yard line. Iopu Waiamauga, a senior, 5'11", 280 pounds, and Waianae is doing it from every direction. Sase Pagopi was the Sea Rider who blocked the kick.
A 33-yard scramble by a 280-pound lineman, Waiamauga. What a shot. Look at that. Now, this is a big guy's dream, I got to tell you. Look at him here, some broken field running. Okay, Waiamauga, here we go. Now cut back inside, cut outside. Look at that. They just like playing King of the Mountain. Richard Ka'awa gets the responsibility of kicking the ball and getting in on the tackle. Waianae threatening to break it open now.
1st and 10, ball on the 11-yard line. The quarterback pitching, Cordero into the end zone, just like that. Touchdown Waianae, Keith Cordero.
They make it look all so simple. Dive the fullback, run the quarterback, and then pitch it to the trailing man. Like that time, they kept the relationship, and it was wide open all the way.
And Waialua must be in somewhat stunned disbelief because they felt that they had a real good shot, and all of a sudden things are just slipping away very, very quickly.
Well, they've had a couple of key fumbles, interceptions, block punts. Block punt, by the way, is the most discouraging thing an offensive team can do. When you get a punt block, it really lowers the morale, the intensity, the emotional intensity of the team.
Jacob Liana, the straightaway kicker, to put it up. And he puts it through. And so the Sea Riders of Waianae jump out to a 28-6 advantage. Here is another look. Liana to Keith Cordero for the touchdown.
Here's the play again. Nobody to play the pitch man. 28-6, Waianae.
Who lets you buy the #1 selling Pontiac in America for the lowest price in Hawaii? Who? Mike Salta. See the new 1993 Mike Salta Pontiac Grand Am. The price for this hottest selling new Pontiac is not $12,999 or more. It's now only $10,995. This is the lowest price in Hawaii. It's a Mike Salta guarantee. See Mike Salta in
Fourth quarter will begin with Waialua fielding the kick. That is number 33, David Kowalur. and he is tackled at the 25-yard line.
Waianae playing with real controlled fury here, boy. They're on a mission. They are not going to be upset at all.
No way. That is Adrian Coyasso. Fine job of covering the kick. The final quarter of play in our final quarterfinal game at Aloha Stadium.
It's been a good learning experience for Waialua. Coming up from the blue division, undefeated to this point. Not defeated yet by any means, but they are learning a great deal about how to play a big team like Waianae.
1st and 10, ball at the 26-yard line. It is pitched back to Borges. And he has nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Asolele Vanilao in on the tackle.
There's that school pride that we're always talking about, that spirit.
Well, that's a funky sounding band, isn't it?
Yeah.
Somebody sounds out of tune downstairs.
They're happy.
Rolling, scrambling. Vasconcelos in trouble, and he is sacked. Joseph Tafiti, the junior, 6'1", 195 pounds, chasing Vasconcelos back, and that is a huge loss, a loss of 14 yards on the sack.
You see, you can't throw the ball running backwards like that. It's very difficult to do, especially when you have a defensive lineman who can run faster forward than you can run backwards. As the Waianae cheering section continues to boogie out.
Yeah, it has become a party in the Searider stands. Third and 28. Ball is now backed up all the way to the 8-yard line. A little miscommunication, nearly a fumble, and racked up behind the line of scrimmage is David Kowalu. And all of a sudden, Waianae doing everything right, and Waialua struggling on offense and defense.
Maga made the hit there. You can look at the first down. Waianae is clearly dominating now in the 4th quarter, which we were talking about. But the big turnovers here, the 3 turnovers by Waialua, is the big difference. And the time of possession, Waianae is just cranking it out. Took 7 minutes in the last drive, and that has been the difference.
And Waialua once again forced to punt from its own end zone. The kick is fielded at the 31-yard line. Running with the football is Gus Spragling. Breaks it to the outside, and he is pushed out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. However, there is a penalty flag on the play. Spragling once again showing his ability to get to the outside, but we have to wait and see what the call is. Usually when it's in that area, it's some kind of an illegal block or a clip, and in this case, it will be a clip against Waianae. So 9:21 remaining in the game. The Seariders are up, and they will have the ball when we come back.
I think you're going to see it right here.
Oh, I don't know. It looked like his helmet was in front of the shoulder pad. Now, usually that's the rule of thumb, true?
Usually if your head and the majority of your body is in the front, because you can have your head in the front and still block a guy from behind.
Right.
That's a judgment call by the referee.
Was a close call, no question about it. Keith Cordero spinning his way up, a gain of about 4.5 yards on the play.
Kalani Lundgren brings him down, a 5'9", 160-pound junior linebacker. Hey, Tiny, what's going on down there?
Coach Price, I thought I'd bring you back some memories. Remember some years back when you wrote an article about Waialua and their first game at the stadium and how excited they were? Well, they've come a long way. A great performance in last week, and of course a respectable performance today. Still in the game, 28-6. Back to you guys.
Let me compliment you on your choice of reading material, Tiny. A good selection.
Must have been confetti. He just happened to wander by on the field, huh? Liana passing backwards, Gus Spragling, and he doesn't get any yardage. In fact, the only thing he gets is our audio woman, Connie, down there trying to get an up-close personal look at the action. She's only supposed to hear it, not get involved in it. She is the ears for everybody at home listening.
Another small person being picked on the sidelines. Next, Tiny Tadani. Is that a workers' comp injury if she got hurt there? That's a workers' comp, isn't it? How did you get hurt? I got hit by a running back in a football game. Oh, yeah, right.
Sure. 3rd and 7, ball at the 43-yard line. Liana looking to throw. Little cross-up in communication, and he is intercepted. Picked off. That is June Raka, who returns it out to the 37-yard line. And for the first time tonight, Waianae proves to be just a little bit human, at least for the first time in the second half. June Raka in the right place at the right time.
Take a look at this, boy. This play had touchdown written all over it. If the pass hadn't been miscommunicated, the receiver went the wrong way. He ran a post pattern, and Liana was expecting him to run a flag pattern, or at least an out pattern. Consequently, Waialua has the ball. And there's no quit in this Waialua team. Don't expect them to give up. Oh, there you go. There's a smart move. Shotgun.
Joshua Vasconcelos firing. The ball is picked off. Batted once, batted twice, and then picked off. A fine defensive play. Joseph Borgia. And what goes around comes around, and Borgia was right there to get it back for the Seariders.
Boy, what heads-up play by Borgia. Take a look at this. Borge is his name. Yeah, not Borgia, it's Borge. Boy, he just plays a little patty cake with it there. Patty cake, baker man. Watch the hit at the end of this play. I thought that was hitting a little bit behind the back. But I'm not refereeing.
So Waianae back in business. The Seariders from the 34-yard line of the Bulldogs. This time the ball carrier, somebody we have not seen yet tonight. A new name and a new number, 7, George Chow. He is a senior, 5'5", 140 pounds.
Yet another running back for Waianae. This is how Waianae kills you. They have depth. They're very methodical. They don't make a lot of mistakes. They have a tendency to get a few more penalties than they should for, you know, a variety of things. But they will not beat themselves. Very seldom will you see a Waianae team beat themselves. This Harry Mitsui still down in his squatted samurai position.
Penalty on the play. Illegal procedure against Waianae. It'll set them back 5 yards. It'll bring up 1st and 15. Ball just inside the 40-yard line. .7-11 coming through for you, and 7-11 remaining on the game clock. Little swing pass to the left side. Gus Spragley and the ball carrier running, getting the first down and more down to the 20-yard line of Waialua.
He is such an exciting player, number 41, I tell you. Look at this. This is just a real good play. Fake the dive, man. And here's just a little quick out to Spragley, and catches it going forward and just turns on the afterburners here. Look at this. What a tough kid, huh?
He really is, and he's not a huge guy, 5'8", 165-pounder. First down just outside the 20-yard line. Again, the ball is given to George Chow, and he fights his way down inside the 15.
Another flag on the play. Tackle made by Sean DeSantos. See what this is on. Or on whom. Take another look at the play. This is kind of a counter play, a misdirection play. And of course it works against Waialua because they are pursuing, and they have been pursuing all year long. That's how they came here, undefeated. Look at that school pride. Isn't that great? Another penalty against Waianae.
Yeah, legal procedure on the offense. Again, it'll back up the Seariders. 5 yards.
Catch the rebroadcast of tonight's 2 quarterfinals, plus our Na'aleo Ho'okani music series in between the games on Sunday, starting at 10 a.m. on Oceanic Cable 17.
6:36 remaining in this ball game. Jacob Liana faking the handoff, throwing into the flats, and throwing beyond the reach of his intended receiver, Matthew Tafiti. Friday night, time to do a little dancing, at least on the sidelines of Waianae.
Waianae stalled here with a couple of crucial penalties, but still in the game. Remember, they can throw the ball too. And out of this formation, they like to do that. And of course, an option is a long yardage play for this team.
Spraggling in motion to the near side. Dropping back, little screenplay. It is intended for David Kane, but thrown just short. And it'll go down as an incomplete pass.
Good rush by Lance Watanabe there. I don't know if you saw that. 5'6", 175 pounds. He really put an accelerated rush on Jacob Liana, something that he hasn't had a lot of tonight.
That'll bring up 3rd and long, 15 to be exact.
I hope Noel Kawawachi is not the head coach of Waialua. I hope he's not disappointed in the outcome of this game thus far, because these guys have not let him down. They came to play.
Liana looking to throw, has a man receiver open the middle. It is tipped, and it is picked up. On his feet, still on his feet, spinning and carrying the ball out close to the 20-yard line is Kalani Lundgren. The ball, the receiver initially was open. The ball was deflected a couple of times, and we've had a couple of volleyball matches out here tonight.
Yeah, that was really neat, because Lundgren was standing up. The guy that was fighting with him for the ball, I don't know who he was, but you watch him, he actually pulls away from him because he was on a knee. Watch when the ball is batted. It goes up in the air. It's batted again. Lundgren has it. The other kid goes down on the knee but won't let go of the ball. It would have been dead. Lundgren says, give me that thing. I'll do it. Boy, this is a dream for a lineman. Look at those fancy feet he got there. Holy mackerel. Oh, my goodness. Cut to.
That was Nathan Francisco, who is battling for the interception along with him.
Tafiti put the cartouche on Lundgren there. Nice hit.
5:46 remaining in this game. Big gainer, big hole up the middle for Wayne Borges.
That is the play that got Waialua here. Exactly. That is their #1 running play. The guard pulls, kicks out the defensive end, and Borges runs right inside of it. I can't tell you how hard that is to execute. Watch the offensive guard pull up. Boom. Good hit there. Borges cuts back inside the block. And there's your 13-yard gain. They've done that all year.
1st and 10 from the 32. This time, the ball carrier is Robert Yamanoha, and he is wrapped up immediately by Asolele Vanilao.
Vanilao has been all over for Waianae. Boy, what a highly mobile, highly agile, highly hostile defensive lineman.
Mobile, agile, hostile.
Asolele. Vanilao. Gee, when you say it like that, it sounds like a defensive lineman, doesn't it?
Yes, sir. Loss of a couple on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 12 from the 30-yard line. Little draw play and not much doing there.
Can't run that kind of a draw play against Waianae because they pursue too well. The hole just disappears.
Wayne Borges was the ball carrier on the play. Picked up maybe a yard. So instead of 2nd and 12, it'll now be 3rd and about 11.
I'm surprised that Waialua is not using a little more of that shotgun to give time for Vasconcelos to spot his receiver so they can throw the ball. He's under such a heavy rush all the time, he can't get set.
Rolling to his right, running all the way, and barely managing to get back to the line of scrimmage and gaining maybe 1 yard on the play before Joseph Tafiti is there to make the tackle along with Kelly Momoa.
You know what you're seeing here? You're seeing defensive linemen running down scrambling quarterbacks like they were standing still. This Waianae team is highly, highly mobile. They go from the center of the field to sideline to sideline. You can't fool around with them.
And an official timeout as one of the Waianae players needs to tie up his shoelaces. Clock ticking again, 3:35 and counting. Waialua set to kick the ball away. Gus Spraggling. Here's another fake punt attempt. Pitching it, getting a good bounce, and then a good hit put on the man running with the ball, Richard Ka'aua. However, it is far short of a first down, and so Waianae will take over, but instead of taking over at about their own 40, they take over on the 3-yard line of Waialua.
I like that. Waialua came to play. You know, they didn't come to punt the ball, and they came to try to win. They took a gamble here, and it didn't pay off, but at least they tried. Hey, Tiny. Is Tiny down there with something to talk about?
Yeah, hi, I got Mr. Torrey, the first principal of Waianae High School, on the bench. He comes to all the games. He just wanted to say something.
I'm very happy to be with the team because I appreciate the loyalty of the student body, the community, the faculty, and I feel as if I'm reciprocating what I owe them. I think I owe the community a lot.
All right.
So I still want to keep up the loyalty.
All right. Mr. Torrey, you think you guys are going to win the championship this year?
I hope so.
All right. Good luck, and we hope to see you at all the games. All right. Thank you very much for talking with us. Back to you guys.
Good message for alumni. Always be loyal to the school that you graduated from, the best years of your life.
Absolutely. Jay Amina is the new quarterback in for the Seariders of Waianae. Handing the ball off to the first man through. That is Ernest Sadamaru. And Harry Mitsui making some wholesale changes among his offensive team. It's the first time we've seen Ernest Sadamaru carrying the ball tonight.
He's a classy guy, Harry Mitsui. Done a wonderful job. Waianae filling in some big shoes, Larry Ginoza.
And a flag at the line of scrimmage. Little offside penalty on the defense, and that'll take the Seariders 5 yards closer to the end zone. 2:47 remaining in the game. The clock continues to wind its way down, and I think at this point it's just a matter of playing it out. Waianae using it as an opportunity to let some of the others get in there and see some action. Jerry Maga, the ball carrier. First time we have seen him tonight. Sean DeSantos in on the tackle along with Quinton Kanai.
Boy, now there's a guy that's really played his heart out. We told you about Quinton Kanai in the beginning of the game. He has given 150% tonight. I tell you, he has not let up at all.
Well, the entire Waialua team has given 150%, but truth be told, I think they just found a physical mismatch in Waianae. The ball is pitched back to Alberto Tuque. And Tuque is dropped in the backfield, another penalty marker on the play.
Good tackle there by Kalani Lundgren, a tight end linebacker type junior. He's going to be back, 5'9", 160 pounds.
Penalty being marked off against the Seariders of Waianae. As you can see on the clock, holding penalty, 2:01 remaining in the ball game. It'll be 2nd and 20. The ball is marked at the 30-yard line. And not much running room at all on that play. The ball carrier.
Well, you can see where Waialua's defense has very little trouble containing a modified Waianae offense here with some 2nd string and 3rd string players, which is probably the difference, the level of skill between the divisions. They just got more players at a school like Waianae than Waialua. That's the idea between red, white, and blue divisions. But they can more than hold their own against.
Fumble, and Jay Amina, the quarterback, able to jump and pounce on the football very quickly. And we are under a minute left to play in the ball game. 55 seconds at Aloha Stadium. And so the semifinals are set next Thursday and Friday. Next Thursday night, it'll be Kahuku versus Roosevelt. And then, of course, on Friday, it'll be OIA versus Waianae.
Run versus the pass again.
Clock continues to tick away, 27 seconds remaining. Jay Amina pitching the ball back. George Chow. and he is forced out of bounds by Nathan Francisco. 19 seconds remaining in the game. On the change of possession, we will take our final timeout. 28-6 our score.
Will join us next week for more OIA playoff action with the coach of the Dash and a Tiny over here on Cable 17. We will bring you the semifinals. That's Thursday and Friday at 8 o'clock right here on Cable 17. Don't miss it.
Waialua taking over on downs, a little halfback pass. It went Joshua Vasconcelos. He flipped it back to Wayne Borges, and Borges just unleashed it. The intended receiver was Rudyard Garcia, but Borges about 15 yards heavy.
Has it come down yet?
Boy, he's got an arm.
He threw that thing 60 yards in the air. I think he took out a little frustration on that pass.
I believe so. 12 seconds remaining in the game. Well, Waialua figures, hey, what the heck? Let's try to get a fun playoff here if we can. Out of the shotgun. Vasconcelos rolling to his right, passing. He is complete. Richard Kaua making the reception, finally brought down to the artificial turf. Took him a while, and it took him so long that the clock strikes 0-0, and that is it. This game has come to an end. Final score at Aloha Stadium is 28-6 in favor of Waianae. And for Waialua, their first defeat of the season. After going 6-0 in the regular season, they suffer their first defeat, but a super season for the Bulldogs and certainly a reason to be proud. We'll be right back. And we are back at Aloha Stadium. There you see it, the final score. Waianae beating Waialua by a score of 28-6. But coach, as I said earlier, certainly the Bulldogs have every reason in the world to feel proud and keep their heads high. Their first winning season in better than 10 years, and they go undefeated, and they just went up against a bigger and stronger Waianae team. They held their own early, but then the mistakes, and combined with the fact that Waianae just kind of kicked it into high gear, and then it kind of turned into a little bit of a lopsided affair.
We don't have to make any excuses for them,
No,
really. They played
not.
a good game. They have nothing to be ashamed of. They just got to learn how to play at this level. And it takes a while. They're on the right track, no question about it. They're hitting, they're moving the ball. They just got to concentrate on playing air-free. And you're going to hear a lot more about Waialua Bulldogs in the future, I guarantee you.
Noel Kawachi, he certainly worked wonders at that school this year. They came out of nowhere. They truly, I think we could still say they're the Cinderella story, even though they, in fact, have not advanced to the semifinals.
Our player of the game had 4 rushes for 30 yards, was 10 for 27 for 127 yards, and had 2 touchdowns by pass. And, of course, that's Jacob Liana. He did a little bit of everything. Did a little bit of running, a little bit of faking. He kicked the extra points. And here you see him throwing a real great pass to Vani Lau here, a tight end. No problem. Touchdown. He was the leader out there tonight, and he is our Oscar Mayer player of the game.
And he was one of just many Waianae Seariders that made this victory possible. And that's the great thing about this team is balance. But Tiny is down there with Mr. Liana. Tiny?
Yes, I talked to the quarterback coach, your quarterback coach, Leo Toaka, and I told him you were the Oscar Mayer player of the game. He was really happy. He said you're much improved. Do you agree?
Yeah, but really, I owe my credit to my linemen. Because without my linemen blocking, I wouldn't be able to get off the passes. And then the scout team helped us out a lot, the second team. And the defense give us the ball on good position grounds.
What about last year? You were the second string quarterback behind Freitas. This year, you're the man. You like that feeling?
It's a great feeling.
What about coming into the playoffs here, maybe heading to the championship and maybe even the Prep Bowl? How are you going to attempt to play into that as being a backup last year and a starter this year?
I just got to practice hard. Offense and my defense. We can pull it out maybe.
Right. Well, accept your award here. It's a beautiful trophy from Kraft General Foods Hawaii. The Oscar Mayer player of the game from Rudy Abel and Kraft. Tadani back upstairs to Coach and Dad.
All right, thank you, Tiny. Having a little bit of problem with the mic cutting in and out. We apologize for that. Again, the score here, the final is 28-6. Want to tell you about next week, 2 more OIA playoff games coming up as the semifinal week continues on Oceanic Cable Channel 17. Thursday, November the 12th at 8 o'clock, it'll be Kahuku versus Roosevelt. And then Friday, November 13th, also at 8 o'clock, OIA, the Na'ali'i versus the Seariders of Waianae. And again, the rebroadcast of these games, Coach, Sunday morning.
That's right, both quarterfinal games, Naleo Ho'okani, that's Sunday at 10 a.m.
Our crew here at Oceanic Cable is going to take a well-deserved rest. For all the engineers, technicians, and cameramen and women who have made this broadcast possible, our thanks. They make our job easy. For Larry Price, Tiny Tadani, I'm Howard Deshevsky, wishing you an aloha. Good night from Aloha Stadium.